Hey everyone! Hello, hello. I am back. I know I was not on last night. I was at a fabulous dinner with my cousin and some new friends that I made, so I was excited about that. Super casual, as you can see. I just got done with my workout not long ago, and workouts, I should say. I did two. And so, which actually kind of plays into to what I'm going to talk about. So, just this is not going to be long. I still have to go make dinner, so I'm like but I needed to do it because I've been wanting to talk about this. It goes along with my theme of the week. So Sunday we talked about being overwhelmed, and tonight I want to talk about how burnout and using burnout can actually help you live a healthier life. So, hey Jackie. All right, so I'm just going to jump into it. And for those who don't know me, I always forget my introduction. For those who don't know me, my name is Alicia Blanier. I help women feel unstoppable from the inside out. I'm coming to you live from Pennsylvania. And, hey Anne-Marie! Oh, we need to do a Zoom. We need to set up like a Zoom call. We need to do like a coffee chat or something, so we can talk. But so I'm just going to jump right into it. So burnout. So what is burnout, right? And I think it's something a lot of times that kind of creeps up on us, where we think, we're plugging along and we're doing really good, and hey Nikki, and burnout, it kind of can come out of nowhere. I know for myself personally, working my full-time job and taking on my business, I definitely was, I was just in the mode where I'm like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do it. And just constantly like, you just feel like you need to, you just keep going, and it doesn't hit you, and you kind of think, okay, I'm going along good. And then it kind of comes out of nowhere, and it really happens when you stop kind of taking care of yourself, and you're living in like a fear and anxiety type of life, and most of all, you're not listening to your body. So you might feel more tired than normal, or just you might not be sleeping well. You're not listening to your body trying to tell you, hey, chill. You'll get to where you want to go, but you gotta chill. So every day I want to stay in bed. Oh, Nikki, I know. I honestly, I've been feeling it lately. I've been really, really feeling it, and I hey, this plays into. I'm like in my workout quote, because this is something that I promised myself after last week. I felt horrible most like the end of last week, and I said to myself, I know it's because I'm burnt out. I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped working out for like a couple weeks. I was like, no, I gotta work. And it's not healthy. It's really not, because in the end, what do we, if we're hurting ourselves by pushing ourselves so hard, we're not going to enjoy, even if we get what we're after, we're not going to enjoy it, because we're going to feel like crap, and we're not going to want to get out of bed to enjoy what we've worked so hard for. So, I think we all swear like it's never going to happen again. We're never going to let it happen again. And we do, because once we recover from that burnout, we start to feel good, and we're like, all right, I can do this. All right. And we'll have a heart attack. Exactly. It's and I think part of it is, especially if you're starting a new business or something. Nikki, I know you're doing awesome crafty things, and I still need to talk to you about those makeup bags. And Anne-Marie too, I know you have a business as well. And I think when it's kind of drilled into us that we got to just work, especially when we're first starting something, right? Because you got to get out there. You got to get your product out there. You got to get yourself out there and meet people and connect and just I think you feel like, because you see other people and what they're doing and maybe the level that they're at, again, comparison, we all do it, but it makes you feel like you're not doing enough. Like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up, I gotta catch up to where everybody else is, right? Hey, Shelby. It is. It's completely overwhelming. And that's where, and if we just get caught up in that, we just keep go, go, go. And it's really not serving, it's not serving anyone really, because if you're not, I'm in jail too. Oh no. Oh no, are you in Facebook jail? Oh. I'm not even going to talk about it. Not even going to talk about it. I hope you get out of jail soon. Hey Alyssa, it was good to see you today. Oh no, I've heard it's been happening more and more. I've definitely heard it's been happening more and more. But yeah, you just feel like you keep going and going. And hey, so just to let you know, not only do you look like Tina Fey, but you sound like Winona Ryder. And I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Didn't she like steal stuff? I'm not so sure about that. I'll take the Tina Fey, and I will not take I'm not sure about the Winona Ryder, if I should thank you or not. I still love you, Shelby, and I can't wait to get my crab. People are going to be like, what? But yeah, sorry. It's not bad. Oh, all right. Well, I didn't think you would insult me. We're like BFFs, even though you're not my legging lady anymore. Anyway, back to... I've had so many people have told me Tina Fey, and I appreciate that because I love her. Like I'm like, wow, thank you. That's a real compliment. All right, back to the burnout and how it can help. Although it's good to laugh. See, laughing is good. I know. I haven't seen you in like forever, Alyssa. Peppy like her. I try. I'm not always peppy. You could ask my boyfriend. I'm kind of cranky sometimes. Yesterday, I was really cranky yesterday, in the morning. But anyway, it's probably because I was feeling a little burned out. So let's get back to how burnout can help you lead a healthier life. So I know we always say we're never going to let it happen again. And we do. It's inevitable because we feel good and then we start plugging along again and thinking nothing's wrong until we crash. But so here's I'm going to give you five things to help you kind of look at burnout and take it and do something better with it. So number 1, set boundaries and stick to them. So, and it's definitely hard too, when you're working your own business. And even with some jobs, I know my full-time job, it's hard to turn, I'm a buyer for a company, and, and because I work from home for that job as well. And so I think sometimes it's hard to turn it off. And especially, when you're working your own business too, you don't really think of it as a job because it's your company, it's your business, and you kind of get caught up in like, well, I should be working 24/7. There's no such... Justin! Oh, Justin and Alyssa. All right. Of course. As in my workout attire, I will catch you up a little bit since you're late to the party. But we were talking about burnout and how to use it to actually help you lead a healthier life. So the first thing is set boundaries and stick to them. So, like I said, especially when you're working your own business, it's hard you kind of think of it as just like 24/7, that you should be working all the time because it's your business. And especially, like when you're just starting out, you think, well, I have to be working all the time because look at what this person is doing. Look where this person is. I need to catch up. And it's really important that you make boundaries where you can. So, set your hours, set your time. So like I work a full-time job. So I work 8 till about 5:30, and then I need to, and what I've started doing again is setting time in the evening then to work on that business. So and also factoring in time to get to, I've been scheduling my workouts again, which I had not been doing. I will be perfectly honest with you. It has to be a good 3 or 4 weeks from the last time I had done a workout. And it's because I got caught up in the business thing. I'm like, I'm working towards a promotion. I need to be working hard. I need to be doing this. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that self-care stuff. No, I got to work. I got to go. And, my body started to tell me, no, you need to set boundaries and start to schedule things again, because if you don't, you're just gonna, hey Desiree, hey Melanie, hey Cheryl, slacker. Oh, I'll own it. I'll totally own it. You're absolutely right. And I think we get so caught up in that work mentality that we don't set those, we stop setting those boundaries. And I know, see, well, that's your, yes, beach ball. I know, and you're right. I mean, you have to incorporate healthy things into your life if you want to really thrive in whatever you're doing, whether it's you're working for someone else, you're working for yourself. You have to feel, if you don't feel good, you're not going to be able to give your business, your anything 100%. And, so set some boundaries, whether it be, no working after a certain time of the day and weekends. At least schedule, 1 day off a week for yourself. I understand, especially when you're first building a business, you want to be working all the time. But you have to learn to at least take 1 day. And don't feel bad about that either. I know a lot of people who, like, you think, like, well, no, that makes me look like I'm not working hard. You know what? You do you. And some people get burned out faster than others. It's just true. So, turn off work-related things on your phone. Because, I mean, technology, it's so hard for us to disconnect now, right? I mean, I would be perfectly honest. I can't tell you the last time I actually sat down and watched a television show without picking up my phone. Or sat with my boyfriend and watched a movie, which he yells at me about now. He's like, can you put it down? And not picked up my phone. And that's like crazy when you stop and think about it. Like you can't be connected all the time. It's not healthy. So set some boundaries and make sure that you stick to them. And again, it's like anything. Once you start something and you start to make it a habit, it'll get easier. Number 2, your body is smarter than you are. And that is a big one. So that you have to start listening to what your body is telling you. So are you having any types of like unexplained pain? Are you sleeping well? How do you feel when you wake up? Do you feel refreshed, or do you wake up feeling exhausted sometimes? Does you feel your heart racing? Do you get anxious? Do you is everything like making you anxious to where, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have to do this. I have to do that. And, do you feel sick? Have you been getting sick a lot? I know, a good friend of mine, who also, I love her live, I don't think Tara's watching, but if you are Tara, I know she's, God love her, working her, works really hard. She's a nurse full time, and she also has a business on the side. And, she said she got sick like 4 times in the past just few months, and she really, like, it's burnout. So you have to listen to your body. It's so important. Your mind might tell you to keep going, but your body is gonna tell you otherwise. And don't ignore those things, because if you do, it could really lead to something more serious, and you don't want that. I mean, the last thing you want to do is like end up in the hospital or something, because and for something silly. And nobody wants to see you everybody wants to see everyone succeed. We don't want to see each other driving ourselves into the ground. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. So, number 3, create a cell phone policy. So I know people, it's hard, like I said, it's hard to disconnect. Don't have your phone, like when I go to bed at night, I turn off my Wi-Fi. I do not have anything connected except for like text or the phone in case there's emergency or something. I do not look at my phone when I'm in bed either. That's a bad habit that I know is easy to fall into, that we all have done at some point, but I do not keep any sort of technology in the bedroom. So that's something that you could work on too, is kind of set a cell phone policy. Like I said, if you want to, spend time with, like last night, I went to dinner with my cousins and I met a couple new friends. No phones. And that's the one thing that I love. I'll give Anne-Marie a shout out. It's the one thing I love about Anne-Marie is, if you're with somebody, you want to spend that time with them. You don't want to have your phone on all the time. So number 4 is learn your worth. Now, I think this is a big one because, especially with our own business, I think sometimes we don't value ourselves and our time. We're here to help others, right? We're here to help others, inspire them, and if you're selling product, you want to help them and help them find what they need and everything. But I think sometimes you have to realize that your time is really important as well. And so, you can't be afraid to take a vacation or do things for yourself, because if you don't believe that your time is valuable, yes, we're here to serve others, but it's also, you always also have to fill your own cup, right? That's just, sorry, hit the wrong button. Oh, we're fine. So if this is resonating with you, let me know. Leave me some comments. Send me some hearts. Let me know if this is helping at all. I know it's something that we all deal with, and I don't think maybe we talk about enough. So 5. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Number 5, and this is probably the biggest one that kind of ties everything together. We have to give up the need to please. We are not going to please everyone. We're not going to please everyone regardless. But you're not going to please everybody. You're not going to, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to resonate with you, and that's okay. That's okay. We have to stop chasing after the people who aren't, aren't kind of on the same level, like thinking or whatever. I'm not sure how to word that. You get what I'm trying to say. Like on the same kind of level that we are, we can't keep chasing after those people if they're not number 1 meant to be in our lives, and if we're not meant to, we just have to stop for this need for everybody to like us or everybody to approve of what we're doing, because it's not going to happen and it's not going to do us any good. If anything, we're wasting our energy chasing after people who don't really want anything, it's just, that isn't going to work out. The relationship or whatever isn't going to work out. Yeah, exactly. Take it, you can't be afraid to take time for you. And I think so many of us get caught up in that go, because that's the society we live in, right? It's everything is next, what's next, what's going on. And that's great. We have to keep up with that. And we have to, we certainly want to keep up with people and see what everybody's up to and going on and everything. But you have to leave time for you. And I think the more confident you get with yourself, with your business, with your life, with your just everything, the more confident that you feel, the with that comes the ability to rest and relax and say that it's okay. It's okay. You know, you're going to, part of the need to please others or get everybody's approval is that I think it's a lack of confidence in a lot of cases, right? We feel like we need others' approval to make us better, or to like justify ourselves, I guess. And that's not true. You know, you got to do you. I always say that. Be you. Do what you love, do what you got to do, and don't be afraid to put it out there in the world, because whatever path you're on and whatever people that God, the universe, whatever you believe in put in your life, it's for a reason. And it's meant to teach you something, and don't be afraid to be yourself and put it out there for everybody to see. So, you know, giving up the need to please is probably the biggest one. And, you know, once you start doing that, once I think you start taking better care of yourself, you're going to see not only yourself grow, you're going to see your business grow, because you're going to really focus, you're going to be in the mindset to focus on what you need to focus on, and you're going to you're going to have the energy to do it. You're going to have the energy to get those clients, or to build those relationships, most importantly, because that's what, any business, it doesn't matter what you're doing. We are all in the business of relationships, because we're here to share love and share our light and share each other with the world. And so it took me a year to convince you. And Justin, I love you, but you know that I do not have the passion. That is the work that is your passion. It's not my passion, and I don't think it ever will be, but I enjoy it, and it's so important to try different things. Find what you love. You know, find what you enjoy doing, find yourself again. But in doing that, make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again on Sunday. Have a great night.